Okay, so on to the very last semi-track for this particular HOH series. We definitely have a lot more HOH series for Sammy. But this one is the last track for this particular one. This is Daughtry, Desperation, man. It's been a pretty cool harmony of hearts. We started off with Evanescence, which is cool. Then we heated up with Hailstorm, which was awesome. And now we're going on to Daughtry, Desperation. We haven't heard much of Daughtry. I think I've heard like 3 or 4 songs. They are pretty cool, I must be honest. But I've never heard this one, Desperation, Daughtry. For those of you also who want to watch additional content, links are down in the description. If you want to join the Fable community, it's completely free. Link is also down in the description. And then we do have some Harmony of Hearts slots still available for myself and Alex. I opened up for myself. I thought I'd just take a few more. But yeah, let's rock and roll. Desperation, Daughtry, let's go. I like the way he's actually written this over here. The State of Mind, State of the Blind Collective, Desperation. That's actually quite funny because usually people's states of mind are the states of the blind collective. Like you'd blindly follow what those closest to you will follow, just so that you don't feel like you're out of the pack. Like you don't feel like you're not like the you want to be the cool kid. Like you don't want to be the one that's sort of outside of the prevailing narrative, essentially. So desperation calls for peace. That's 100%. When you're desperate, you do desperately want peace. And desperate times, freedom, denial. I like the way you wrote that.
Freedom, free the child captive. Liberation tones the thief. And paradise comes down to the level. Come down.
That line over here, that liberation talk here, free the child, that's pretty cool because we all seem to have like, it's almost like our child has been captive, right? Because the child is just a free thinker. He thinks the way he thinks, completely free. He's not really sort of held back by the constraints of, society, essentially. When they're younger, eventually as they grow up, they start getting molded by their environments, by their parents, by societal structures, by political structures and things like that, and they start like conforming and becoming a certain way. But liberation taunts the thief, that's very cool. I like this. And paradise, essentially, that liberation taunts the thief is very, very cool, because although the thief wants that liberation, but there's something innately that makes him who he is, right? And can't get out of those bad habits, right? So therefore, you want liberation. It happens to us in all of our lives, right? You want liberation from something, but somehow you keep finding yourself sort of like slipping back into old habits. Comes down to the level, come down, desperation calls, desperation calls. I like this song, it's very cool.
Come down. Desperation calls. Desperation calls for love to come and lead us home. Love is gonna mend these bones. Desperation calls for love.
This track's fire. This track fucking fire. This is my favorite of the series, hands down. Hailstorm was good, But this over here, good lord, man.
Love to come and lead us home.
This track's fire.
Love is gonna mend these bones. Desperation calls for love. Desperation calls for
This track is amazing.
straight from the high. We pray to survive the masses.
Fire.
Here comes the queen. The very die.
Love this. This over here is so cool. Straight from the hive and pray to survive the masses. Right? Please tell me how relevant that is today in today's society, right? Everybody needs to think a certain way, right? They're all talking about diversity of people, diversity of cultures, diversity of race. Everything's diverse. But have you noticed that there's no diversity of thought? No one's pushing diversity of thought. What they actually want is they want you to think the same. So what's the point of diversity when everybody looks different, but everybody thinks the same? There's no diversity in that. Right? But that's the problem, is like, if you stray from the hive, the masses will come for you. And you see that on the radical sides. When we play on the extremes of society, you see that if you have your own opinion, if you formulate your own opinions, right, you will be cast and crucified, right? Because you're not following the mob. You're not following the prevailing narrative. And that's how societies become now. Do you know what I mean? You can't actually think for yourself anymore. You need to think like a collective. And if you don't think like the collective, then you get kicked out of the hive, right? All hail the queen blindly. We've gone into this world of idolatry where we create these idols for ourselves. And then we literally kneel at the altar and we worship them, whether it be superstar, soccer stars, whether it be these elites from Hollywood, whether it be politicians. That's what it is. And God forbid that you do not pledge fealty to the same person that the masses pledge fealty to, right? You will be completely and utterly cast from society. Very cool line over here. I like it.
Paradise, bring down if you let 'em, bring down. Desperation calls. Desperation calls for love to come and lead us home. Love is gonna mend these bones.
This track is fire, bro. This track is my favorite so far. Love that chorus, man. And it's sung with so much power and conviction. Come on, I love that.
Love is gonna mend these bones. Desperation calls for love. Love to come and lead us home.
Fire. Fire. Shit, I need to put that on my playlist. I need to put this on my playlist. This track is fucking incredible. Incredible track. Oh my god, that for me was the best one today. 100%. Probably one of Daughtry's best tracks that I've heard. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the very next one. Peace.